Okay guys, here's a, figure out a place to stand. Ugh. Alright guys, it's just going to be a short video really quick. These are my garlics, my Persian Stars, and they still look a little short for what I thought they were going to be, but they have started sending up flower spikes. Now the flower spike on a garlic is called a scape, and it's this big curly noodle right here in the middle. It comes up and they're kind of, you can maybe tell it's sort of drooping down. This one's still standing up straight. It hasn't got long enough to droop yet. What these are, and you'll see these sometimes in wild varieties of garlic and onion and leek as well, this is a flower stalk essentially that the plant makes to reproduce. So this guy will swell up, and this will fill up with little, you could call them garlic seeds. They're like little baby bulbs, okay? And so this will eventually straighten up, it'll puff up real big, and it'll swell up into a big paper husk, and then underneath that husk there'll be just, I don't know how many this variety in particular makes, probably around 50. But it makes a whole bunch of those little bulbils that go in here, and it looks just like a little onion set, okay? And these are basically the reproductive mechanism of the plant. So other than starting garlic from cloves, like I do, you can also start them from these little bulbs. So the first year, the bulbs, depending on their size, they'll swell up and they'll make a round, which is like a single, almost looks like an onion bulb, but it's garlic. And then the next year, when you replant them, they'll actually form a clove, and then if you replant the cloves, then they grow and they get bigger as long as you're taking care of them. But these little scapes are also, if you let these grow, they will suck all of the energy that's stored in the root out, and it'll go into making these flowers. So if you want big garlic bulbs, it's important to cut these off. And all I'm doing is I'm going down the plants, because almost every single one of them right now has a scape on it, so it's a good day for this. And it's a day off, so that makes it an extra good day. And don't throw these out, because these things are incredibly delicious. Let me pull a little part off, especially when they're young and tender like this. Hey kitty. Just snip a little piece off and try that. Different parts of them are going to have more or less flavor. But these guys are really hot, and I like the, it's almost like a little chive, okay, is how you can think of it. And so what you want to do is you can take these and you can cook them, you can use them to season your soups, you can use them, they've got a lot of garlic flavor in them also, so you can use them anywhere you would use garlic. So this is like your little spring garlic clipping. If you're growing garlics, and when you grow hardnecks, this is one of the treats that you get. My softnecks don't push these things up for some reason. I think they're all probably sterile. I got them from the grocery store originally. But yes, wonderful spring treat, garlic scapes. Different parts of them are useful for different things. I think this top part's more like a chive, and this bottom part's more like a meaty, garlicky kind of taste. So I'm gonna clip all these little guys off. I'm probably going to leave a couple just because I'm curious to see how many bulbs are made, and I might do that on one of the smaller plants just to, you know, because if the bulb's not going to get super huge anyways, then who cares, right? I could sacrifice that, and I can maybe get 50 little seedlings, and I can try growing garlic from seed next year, or even grow it over winter a little bit to make a set and then plant the little garlic set in the ground sometime in the spring to finish off its growing and cloving, and maybe get a jump start on that. But for the most part, I'm going to be reproducing these from cloves, so I'm not really interested in the garlic seeds, but these scapes are definitely a delicious treat. You can wait till they get a little larger. I just saw them here and I got the day off, and I want to grow my bulbs as big as possible, so I'm chopping them off now, and you know, the plant will go ahead and make the necessary correction to start putting more energy and storing more stuff in the bulb to reproduce if you essentially castrate it. Yep, so I got my little Fiskars clippers and I got my garlic scapes. all lined up in a row here, so I'm gonna go collect about 80 of these. I'll talk to you guys later. If you subscribe, later on in the year, I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of work with the garlics as far as drying them, replanting them, and doing necessary steps. So I'll include more details when we get to that part of the year.